Hi and welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about the article The Hidden War over Ukraine Lost Children. This is an article about the forced disappearances of Ukrainian children to Russia. It's about Russian troops taking children from Ukraine, children who are most likely to be harmed, such as those without parents or support, often under the influence of propaganda. I have chosen this article because it talks about something we don't hear much about in the war, the children. It shows that war can affect kids for a long time, even when they are still very young. The main idea of my podcast is during the Russian invasions, tens of thousands of Ukrainian children were taken to Russia, where some are apparently indoctrinated. Indoctrinated means that they are raised or shaped according to a certain ideology. So that means that they are manipulated in believing something. Now I'm going to give you some concrete examples of the article. For so far, 19,564 children have not yet returned to Ukraine. Another example from the article is Margarita Prokopenko. She was a baby when the Russians invaded Kherson. She was taken away from the children's home and given a new name in Russia, named Marina Mironova. She now lives with a Russian politician who is a Putin fan and is being fed propaganda about Ukraine. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something about indoctrination. Indoctrination means that children are taught that Ukraine is bad and that they are better off in Russia. For example, an 11-year-old boy refused to speak to his own family in Ukraine because he was taken away a few months in Russia. Next, we have international efforts. The International Criminal Court has charged Putin for taking away the children. Organizations and families are working hard to bring back 1,200 children to Ukraine. And finally, the consequences. First, the children suffer emotional harm, like losing their families and being brainwashed. And as second, Ukraine is losing a generation of young people because of the war and the kidnappings. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you guys my opinion. I think it's very sad that children are being used for political reasons. We are currently need international protection to keep them safe. Okay, and as last but not least, I have the connection to my own life. I have discovered that it doesn't really connect to my own life, and I'm very grateful for that. But we still need to remind ourselves that war does not only hurt soldiers, but children are the hidden victims who suffer a lot. Okay, now dit was mijn podcast.